Leadership thrives on courageous conversations, transforming silence into trust and innovation.
Standing at a crossroads, knowing a difficult conversation is necessary, but choosing the path of silence instead. We tell ourselves it's to keep the peace, to avoid confrontation, or that the problem will simply resolve itself. But this silence is never free. It comes at a steep price, accumulating interest with every passing day. The cost of leadership silence is a debt that eventually the entire team has to pay. This avoidance starts as a nearly invisible fracture in your team's foundation. It might be a missed deadline that goes unmentioned, a subtle dip in performance that's ignored, or a small conflict between colleagues that you hope will blow over. But neglected issues never fade away. They fester and expand. That tiny crack widens, compromising the structural integrity of your entire organization. Simultaneously, the very fabric of your team begins to unravel. Trust, the essential bond that enables collaboration and psychological safety, starts to fray. When leaders are silent, they create a vacuum. And that vacuum is quickly filled with assumption, anxiety, and resentment. Your team starts to wonder, if they want to address this, what else are they avoiding? Every time you choose silence over clarity, you set a precedent. You are unintentionally communicating your standards or lack thereof. By not addressing a problem, you are quietly giving it your approval. This single act of avoidance creates a domino effect, toppling standards and expectations across the board. Soon, mediocrity becomes the norm, accountability disappears, and the culture of avoidance takes root, making it exponentially harder to steer the ship back on course. The silence that was meant to preserve harmony ends up creating a far greater, more systemic dissonance. But there is another way. The solution isn't about having all the answers or being confrontational. It's about choosing courage over comfort. It begins with taking a deep breath and initiating the conversation you've been putting off. The goal is not to blame or criticize, but to connect and clarify. By approaching the conversation with empathy, leading with curiosity, and focusing on shared goals, you can transform a moment of potential conflict into an opportunity for growth and alignment. It's about speaking the truth with compassion and creating a space where honesty is not just welcomed, but expected. When a leader has the courage to speak, the impact is immediate and transformative. The team member doesn't just hear the words, they feel the respect and the investment. Understanding dawns, and with it, a renewed sense of purpose and direction. The fog of uncertainty lifts, replaced by the clear light of transparency. Teams that are built on a foundation of open, honest communication don't just work together. They thrive together. They are more innovative, more resilient, and more engaged. True leadership isn't defined by the grand speeches or the sweeping strategic decisions. It's forged in the quiet, challenging moments that demand we speak up when it would be easier to stay silent. Leaders understand that their voice is their most powerful tool for building trust, setting standards, and fostering growth. They know that progress is not born from silence, but from brave, honest dialogue. Courageous leaders speak truth sooner.